Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another transfer video. First things first, guys, make sure you smash up the like, subscribe if you're new around here, and as always, get your thoughts in the comments below. And in today's video, we have got a couple of bits of news to go through, all the latest on the Xavi Simons deal, as he has now gone on strike to try and force a move through, and of course, another player sale with the news that Armando Broja, surprisingly, is going to join Burnley on a permanent deal. But there's only one place to start, guys, and that's with the latest on the Xavi Simons deal. Now, we've been locked in negotiations with Leipzig for Simons for what feels like an eternity, but really it's probably only been about 10 days to 2 weeks. I think, look, we're all impatient. We all want this deal done, but I think a lot of people forget Moises Caicedo took virtually all summer. Enzo Fernandez took a whole month of January to get done. So it is not normal. It's not unnormal for these deals to drag on a little bit. But the latest in regards to the Xavi Simons situation is that Romano reported today that Xavi Simons missed RB Leipzig training, didn't train with the group on Friday, so yesterday, and he's not expected to be part of the squad today. Now confirmed that he's not part of the Leipzig squad to play Atalanta in a pre-season friendly. Decision clearly orientated to Chelsea move after deleting Leipzig from his Instagram bio. Negotiations are at an advanced stage between Chelsea and Leipzig. Yes, Simons yesterday deleted RB Leipzig out of his Instagram bio. I love this sort of pettiness. I love this sort of pettiness that players will go to, that people will go to. Do you know what? The move's not gone through yet. Stick two fingers up to Leipzig. I'm going to delete you out of my Instagram bio. The game's the game. Some might say the game's gone in that regard, but yeah, it's sort of the pettiness that I can fully get behind. Now, negotiations have been at an advanced stage, it feels like, for a long time, but this is significant in terms of the fact that Simons played against Toulouse in one of the earlier pre-season games. This is now the first we've heard of him not training with the group, and now he is not part of the squad for their next pre-season game. That is a significant development. And when things like that start to happen, it only means one thing, that the deal is obviously advancing in the right direction. Now, do I like it when players go on strike? Do I like it when players, don't want to say they don't want to be part of the squad? Do I like it when players try and, force a move through? No, not particularly. But when it's at the benefit of Chelsea, I'm all for it. Do what you want. I know that sounds a little bit hypocritical, but you only get one chance sometimes in life with whatever it might be. And if you've got to force a move through, you've got to force a move through. That move might not come round again. Yes, of course, you'd like to do it in the proper way. You'd like to leave on good terms. Well, I'm not saying that Simons won't leave on good terms, but sometimes, if things are dragging a little bit, you've got to take action. You've got to take things into your own hands. And I think that is now what Xavi Simons is doing in this situation. The reports from Sky Germany stating that this obviously the same, that he's been left out of the squad, but Florian Plettenberg adding that the reason why he's not in the squad today is his imminent departure from Leipzig, and Chelsea want to close the deal very soon. New round of talks has been scheduled. Now, I got no idea what they could possibly still be talking about. How many rounds of talks have we held with these guys at this point in time? The only thing that we can possibly be still discussing is the structure of the payment and possibly the fee. Now, we know Leipzig, they want £60 million total package for Xavi Simons. Basically the same price as what João Pedro's cost, whether it's going to be a 55 plus 5, 50 plus 10, 52 plus 8, whatever it might be. Obviously, the two main sticking points here are agreement on price, and then how much of that money is going to be paid up front. We're now at a stage where I'm not worried about this deal not happening. It's just a question of when rather than if. I know some people are concerned that this deal might fall through, and some people think it's a smokescreen for Alejandro Garnacho. I don't subscribe to that trail of thought at all. This deal, in my opinion, will definitely happen 100%. And we're just dotting the I's and crossing the T's on the final negotiations here. But now that Simons is not part of the squad for games, now that he's obviously not training with the main Leipzig group, this is only heading in one direction. And that direction is all roads to Stamford Bridge. Operation Double Dutch is almost completed. So that is the latest on the Xavi Simons situation. Moving away from players who might come in to players who are going out. And I think this one has taken us all by surprise. Armando Broja is going to join Burnley on a permanent transfer. This news came through on Friday evening, seemingly out of nowhere. There'd been no real links at all with Broja to any clubs this summer. I mean, his name was loosely mentioned as a possibility for RB Leipzig, but nothing really concrete in that regards. And it felt like he was going to be a player that Chelsea were going to struggle to move on, certainly on a permanent basis. I remember the Athletic reporting earlier this week that Chelsea had set an asking price of £25 million. And I'm sort of thinking, wow, guys, that's pretty steep. I know we're good at selling players, but even that might be a bit of a stretch for us, given how little football Broja's played over the last couple of seasons, failed to score in 12 appearances in a disappointing loan spell at Everton last season, and you're sort of fearing for the worst. But as I said, out of nowhere, like a Randy Orton RKO, Burnley have come in. Medicals to take place in the next 24 hours. Long-term deal will be signed, and Chelsea's conditions have pretty much been met. Now, there's not been an announcement on the final fee. Some reports are suggesting that Chelsea could bank £20 million for this deal. And I tell you what, you just gotta give a round of applause to the negotiators at Chelsea, because to be getting 20 or £25 million for Armando Broja is absolutely outstanding business. How do we keep doing it? How does it keep happening? Guys, I've always said to you in the live shows and people that tune in regularly, people that are worried about outgoings, oh, it's a bit slow, it's this, it's that. Don't you ever worry about Chelsea and outgoings, because we always find a way and we always get an exceptional deal. And this is another prime example of that. 20 million, let's call it £20 million for Armando Broja. That goes with the 50 million euros that we should get for Joao Felix. That goes with the 52 million to Noni Madueke. That goes with the 25 million with Jordan Petrovic, the 6 and a bit million for Ish Samuel Smith, the 5 million that we got for Kepa. And that money is stacking up, and up. And this, yeah, you know, I'm very, very surprised we've managed to get this good of a deal for Broja. He was definitely one of the players that I had down for us to struggle to get rid of, probably in the top 3 most difficult, obviously after Ben Chilwell and Raheem Sterling. Obviously, it's a shame that things didn't work out. It'll be pure profit. Broja was a product of the Chelsea Academy, so that's pure profit on the books, which is always a big plus. But obviously, I wish him nothing but the best. The guy's still only 23. There's plenty of time for him to turn things around, plenty of time for him to get his career back on track. He just got to stay fit and start playing regularly. He'll play regularly at Burnley, and let's see what he can do at this level. But yeah, obviously the Chelsea career is over. Wish him nothing but the best. But to get 20 odd million quid for him, I can't believe it. It is unbelievable. In terms of other outgoings, there's nothing really too much to write home about in that regard. But yeah, things are ramping up. Things are heading in the right direction. Next ones that we need to move out, obviously Christopher Nkunku's agents are in talk with Inter Milan. We're trying to obviously look at moving out Ben Chilwell, Raheem Sterling. Those two are going to be difficult. Renato Vega, links have gone a little bit quiet as to where he is potentially going to go. But yeah, I think right now as Chelsea fans, we can be very content with where we are in the transfer window. Jarell Hato has done his medical and signed his Chelsea contract today, reportedly. So an official announcement should be imminent in regards to him. And other than that, get this Simons deal over the line. If we can get a new goalkeeper, we're in a very, very strong position heading into the new season. But yeah, we're in a great position this summer where, you know, things have gone really well. We've had a brilliant window. We've bought in exciting players. We've improved the squad. We've improved the first 11. And it's such a difference to this time last year. So long may it continue. Get the Simons deal wrapped up. I pray that we move for a goalkeeper. But if we don't, then I still think it's a very, very good window. Garnacho might come in, which maybe slightly dampens things. But one signing, I don't think is going to ruin all the good work that we've done. But that's my thoughts on the latest Chelsea transfer news, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Smash up the like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you lot again in another one soon. Up the Chelsea, and we're out. Peace.